With Pokemon Champions less than 2 weeks away, we are entering into the new world of competitive Pokemon. And looking at all the Pokemon that are already confirmed to be in the game on release, and I'm sure we are going to get a full roster any day now through leaks or even Pokemon pulling through and giving it to us, I had an idea. With Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green out, we will have a whole new onslaught of Pokemon directly from Kanto that could do well in Pokemon Champions. Hello everyone, my name is Stetters, and today I will be giving you my top 5 picks of sleeper Pokemon from the Kanto region that could do well in Pokemon Champions. Now, before we get on with the list, I'd like to give you my criteria of why I picked these Pokemon. I pretty much base this only on VGC competitiveness. None of these Pokemon, to my knowledge, have won any major tournaments, at least as of right now. Who knows what's to say in the future. And then I tried to build the best builds for these Pokemon. These are builds that I could actually see myself using. But with that being said, remember that this is my opinion and disagreeing with it is totally fine. But let me know why in the comments. I'm interested to see what you would change and what other Pokemon you would want to build in Pokemon Champions. And as always, keep it kind. And with that out of the way, let's jump right into the video. Coming in at the top of our list is number 5, Dodrio. I've been playing a ton of Fire Red and Leaf Green lately, and it being my first ever playthrough, I had no idea how much of a monster this thing was in Gen 3 before the physical special split happened. But don't let the derpy looks fool you. This 3-headed idiot is nothing short of what it was back then, and while the abilities are not top tier, Early Bird is a great option. It's a get out of jail free card against Mungus trying to put you to sleep every turn. For this build, I'm running a Choice Scarf set. With a base 110 speed, we are already outrunning the likes of Garchomp and Urshifu. But with max speed and the Scarf, it ensures that we'll be one, if not the fastest thing on the field. I went with Brave Bird for that raw stab power, Drill Run for decent coverage, and Low Kick to hit against steel and rock types that otherwise threaten Dodrio with Stone Edge. I've invested a tiny bit into bulk so we can take a hit or two, but let's be honest, we're here to hit fast and hit hard before they can even figure out how to stop us. Using teammates that can protect Dodrio is also something that I would want to add. Pokemon like Farigiraf with Armor Tail or Hitmontop with Wide Guard could be viable options to ensure this Pokemon lives, and can run the table with heavy hits and impressive damage. Coming in at number 4 is the fossil legend himself, Omastar. Praise Helix because I think this Pokemon could actually be really good for champions. Most people see this spiked snail and think Shell Smash Sweeper, but we're going to be diving a little bit deeper. Honestly, I never really liked Omastar and I always thought it was kind of creepy, and I kind of always preferred Kabutops over it. But you can't deny its 125 base defense is one to keep an eye out for. We're going to be running Omastar as a hazard architect for the Trick Room team. We want him as slow and bulky as possible so he can sit there and turn the field into a minefield with Stealth Rocks and Toxic Spikes. But the secret here is Red Card. If an opponent hits Omastar, they get forcibly switched out, potentially dragging a teammate right into those Toxic Spikes before they have a chance to even move. We're rounding it out with Knockoff to slap the heavy duty boots off anyone trying to ignore our hazards, and Muddy Water for that great stab spread damage with Omastar's natural special attack, and the chance to tank their accuracy. Pairing up with Omastar is the Golden Boy himself, Golden Go. He's here to block Defog and Rapid Spin. With those two on your team, you've got a good as gold strategy that is going to make your opponents scratch their head on how to get around it. See what I did there? I just popped my shoulder. I don't know if Mike heard that, but that kind of hurt. Coming in at the number 3 spot is Mega Beedrill. You didn't think I was going to make a champions video and not talk about Megas coming back, right? Beedrill is the classic cool idea, poor execution Pokemon. It's meant to teach you about evolution by level 10, and then it usually sits in the PC forever. And then they gave my boy Mega, and I love everything about it. It's sleek, the shiny is top tier, and at 145 speed, it outruns almost everything that isn't a Deoxys. And with it, Beedrill gets a variety of great stab moves, including X-Scissor, U-Turn, Poison Jab, and Sludge Bomb. But it also has some good utility in Toxic Spikes and Defog. Also, I found out this thing has Outrage, which I never knew about, and I think that's hilarious. If you were to pair Outrage up with Swords Dance, nothing is surviving this bug. For this set, we are leaning entirely into adaptability. This ability doubles our stab damage, making U-Turn and Poison Jab hit like absolute trucks. We're also going to be running Drill Run for that essential coverage against Rock and Steel types I think they can wall our bug. In the final slot, we are running Protect. And look, Mega Beedrill is fragile. It only has a 40 base defense. Like, are you kidding me? A swift breeze is going to kill this thing. You need to scout the field and pick your spots and attack accordingly. And just like Dodrio, we're partnering it up with Farigiraf to shut down any priority moves like Extreme Speed. This is the best way to ensure that we've got the fastest, deadliest bug in the West, ready to wreak havoc. Coming up at number 2 is Pinsir. 2 bug types in a row, am I becoming a bug fan? Fun fact, Pinsir is my birthday Pokemon, so it is always going to have a special place in my heart. But sentimental values aside, this thing is a VGC nightmare in the right hands. Pinsir is in an interesting realm because I could see it working as a base form or a Mega, and that's exactly how I want to play it. The goal here is to get a kill with Pinsir triggering Moxie, which gives it a +1 attack boost and allows you to really set up in base form and then decide to Mega Evolve if you want to. Aerial 8 turns Quick Attack and Double Edge into flying type nukes. We're also packing Close Combat to delete any Steel and Rock types that think they can wall us. And of course, we're bringing Protect to scout out moves to see exactly what your opponent is thinking. To keep this terrifying bug safe, we're pairing it up with Ogerpon Hearthflame. Ogerpon handles all the fire and steel weaknesses, and can use Follow Me to give Pinsir a free window to start the snowball. Pinsir is a fast, mean Moxie monster that your opponent will never see coming. In the final spot, I have the Pokemon that I think I might be the most excited for in Pokemon Champions is Mega Victory Bell. Personally, I don't like using dumb looking Pokemon, but when I saw Mega Victory Bell, I thought this thing was hilarious. And using it in Legends EA was actually a lot of fun. Victory Bell is an interesting Pokemon because I feel like it's the less bulky version of Venusaur. But I found out that Mega Victory Bell actually has a higher base special attack. We don't know its official ability yet, but if it keeps Chlorophyll, it's game over. With Chlorophyll, its speed doubles when it's in Sun, making its 135 special attack basically unavoidable. So with Chlorophyll being the potential ability, we're building a solar powerhouse set. Solar Beam fires off instantly in the sun, and Weather Ball transforms into 100 power fire type moves to melt the steel types that try to switch in. We're also adding Sludge Bomb for some poison stab, but the real kicker here is Strength Sap. If you pair Mega Victory Bell with Torkoal to win the Weather War, you've got a Sun Team lead that can outdamage and outsustain even the best of them. Thank you so much for watching this video. I did a lot of research for this video and found out that a lot of Kantonian Pokemon actually have done really well in tournaments. It was kind of hard picking and choosing which ones had it. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And while you're down there, go ahead and comment which Pokemon you're excited to use in Pokemon Champions. Are you going to be trying to bring some Kantonian Pokemon from Fire Red and Leaf Green into it and see what you can do? Honestly, I'm very excited for Pokemon Champions and I have a lot of content planned for it. But until then, I'll see you guys all in the next one.